Oh, it's recording. All right, hello everybody. What is happening? Welcome back to another video. I don't know if I'm gonna have people with me today because like I said, it was a bit convoluted, and I didn't really. I wouldn't say it's a bit convoluted right now. Things are a bit convoluted. Things are kind of all over the place. But anyways, here is the live match reaction. I'm gonna go over the game. I'm gonna go over what happened. We won. We went to the biggest ballers of Europe, barely scraping it. Got the lineup totally wrong. I think I got maybe 6 right yesterday out of 12, so it's not a very good day for me, but I'll take the L for it. I'll take the L. So there you had the lineup for the game versus. There you go. There you had the lineup for the game versus Arsenal. We lined up with Benzema and Jovic in the striking positions. Jovic came off at the 50th minute. Then you had Zidane was looking to experiment a lot today. He went with the 4-4-2, and from what I saw, I mean the ICC coverage, they got their formations, or not their formations, but their players totally wrong. It was kind of weird. So, anyways, Hilo Solo says wild game. Yeah, it was. Thank you for being on, by the way. Yeah, wild game. It was crazy. It was really weird. It was a game of two halves. That's really what it came down to. It was a game of two halves. David Jr. says, I really hate Nacho. I hope he will leave soon. Yeah, Nacho, I would say the last season he wasn't great, and then this season he's proving again that maybe his time at Madrid is up. Maybe he has to go somewhere else, maybe look for a new challenge or something along those lines. But Nacho, yeah, I know. I think we'll just have to see him leave pretty soon. Gareth Bale, yeah, I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to talk about him shortly. David Jr. says, I just don't like him, not only because of today. Well, I would say other than last year, over the past few years, he's been a great servant to the club. I think he was very, very good. As a squad player, I think he's very good. But of course, as a first teamer, never. But I would say the past year, he wasn't that great. And yeah, I don't know. Hilo Solo says, Mendy, Modric, Marcelo, Bale, Courtois, Varane, Fuentes, Seone all did great. Yeah, they did. Yeah, Mendy, I'd say Mendy looks really, really good, going forward. Very, very powerful. He's got pace. He's super quick. I mean, I knew he was quick, but wow. I mean, when you see it compared to, some players, it's just amazing. I mean, especially compared to, like, Aubameyang. You had a few times where I think he did run alongside Aubameyang, and he looked pretty good. Modric did great once again. We all thought kind of Modric was dwindling down, but I mean, hopefully he could play quite a few games this season. Hopefully we can see that Modric of old. I know we won't be able to probably just because he is getting older, but hopefully we can see him in quite a few games. Marcelo was great. I have to give it to him. And this is what I would say is that Marcelo, he's always a good player. The only thing is defensively. Defensively, he's a little shaky, and that's the part where I have a bit of questions about Marcelo. Bale, obviously, good. Courtois was very, very good, I thought. Had a few saves to make, even the penalty. I thought he did pretty good. Varane was good. Hilo Solo says, to me, the only 4 players were Benzema, Nacho, and Jovic. Barely played, sadly. Yeah, I know. Benzema was okay. Yeah, I know. It's going to take him some time, I feel. I hope to see him come into form pretty soon, though. Nacho and Jovic barely played, sadly. Yeah, Nacho for me, it's just mixed. Jovic, yeah, barely played, sadly. And I don't even think he got a touch on the ball. I mean, kind of sad. And then Real Madrid fan says, why did Jovic went out and Benzema playing? We know how Benzema playing a cancer in the team, at least. We see that. I think it's just because Benzema provides, in terms of, he kind of plays more of a number 10, so he does provide in the midfield and things like that. Whereas Jovic is more of a fox in the box. He's really, he likes to, I would say, he doesn't provide to the midfield as much, so maybe that's why Benzema was left on. Gabriel Labonte says, Nacho or Mustafi. Nacho for me. I would never take Mustafi. Like I said, if Arsenal were to play Mustafi, it would have been an automatic win, but they didn't play him. And it was harder. It was harder than maybe some people would have thought, even me. But there you have it. Let's see. From the first minute, Benzema had a pretty good shot. I thought he was going to have a pretty good game, but he was okay. He wasn't all that great. Then you had Nacho at the 4th minute, dealt horribly with this ball. I forgot who he kicked, but yeah, he let the ball bounce, and it was just horrible defending. The whole Real Madrid team looked off in the first 10 minutes. I don't know what was going on. Their heads were somewhere else, probably on summer vacation still. Real Madrid fan, I was against Bale, but he looked good as striker. Yeah, well, here's the thing with Gareth Bale. We all know he's a very, very good player. We all know he's got the quality. We all know that, he is a Real Madrid caliber player. The only thing with Gareth Bale is that he gets injured. We can't rely on him solely. So what I've said about Gareth Bale in the past is that we can keep him, but I would say we can't rely on him solely. We can't build a team around him. We have to, I would say, approach it with a bit of apprehensiveness. And what I mean by that, maybe that's not a good word, but what I mean by that is not just rely on Gareth Bale. We have to, try to depend on other players, and maybe Bale can come in here and there. And then David Jr. says, I feel really sad for Jovic. Yeah, me too. I know. But no worries. I think Jovic will get more playing time. So no problem with that. The only thing with Jovic is he hasn't had such a great start. But early days. Let's not get too worried, Hilo Solo says, Asensio played great but got a serious injury, sadly. Yeah, I know. That's kind of sad for Asensio. He did get a serious injury by the looks of it. From what I saw, actually, Asensio was on the ground. And he kind of just shouted, in agony, I guess you could say. He was kind of in agony, and it just looked by the looks of it that, yeah, it looks like a pretty serious injury. So Zidane's going to have to kind of, have different plans, I guess, for the start of the season. Let's see, and then, 6th minute, Carvajal gave the ball away cheaply as well, and then Ramos at the 7th minute gave it away cheaply. Just horrible from Real Madrid in the first 10 minutes. And then obviously you had the penalty at the 8th minute, Nacho handball, deliberate, and then he gets the red card. I think referee really had no choice. And then David Jr. says, would you swap Bale for Neymar or sell him for money? I said a lot of times that I wouldn't take, I said a lot of times that I wouldn't take Neymar at the club, but I was thinking about it quite a bit yesterday, and it's very, very difficult, that one. Neymar, we all know he's a very, very, very talented player. I mean, this guy is, I would say, it's not one in a generation, but he is a very, very, very good player. And I know he would make us better. He would make Real Madrid better. But I think he is a bit too cynical. It's a lot about his self-interest, and I don't know if that's good for the club. We saw what it did to PSG. I know PSG is a different context, but I don't know. I don't know about that one. Not sure. I would have to think about it a little bit more. Give me a little bit more time, David Jr. I'll try to get back to you on that one. I said never, but I don't know. I'd have to think about it a little bit more. Hilo Solo says, Bale still has to go for me, but I didn't like Vinicius on the right, although he should have had a penalty. Well, yeah, I know what you mean, Hilo Solo. And you do have, a case can definitely be made for the Bale has to go. We all know that although he was very good today, he's very injury prone. We can't just rely on him. I didn't like Vinicius on the right. Yeah, it was a little different. But I think he provided some good crosses. I thought he wasn't too bad. I think he could be good. Although he should have had a penalty. Yeah, I think there was a time where he should have had a penalty, especially I think it was at the 93rd minute, almost at the end of the game, where it was like he just fell to the ground, and I think he probably could have had a penalty. And then Real Madrid fan says Vinicius Jr. doesn't play good in the right wing. His place is the left wing. Really? Well, I kind of saw good things from him in the right wing, and maybe he would have to adapt. But I don't know. It's a difficult one, but I can understand. Vinicius Jr. definitely his position is on the left wing. He looks a little bit better there. But I don't know. We'll have to see on that one. It is kind of weird, I guess. Let's see. So, and then after the penalty, there was a new formation on the right. Vasquez shifted to the right back position for a little bit, and then Carvajal was center back for a little bit. That's kind of weird. Lucas Vasquez wasn't great. I mean, there was a first touch that was awful there, and then from there, Arsenal, they were just able to pass it around. Obviously, they had numerical superiority, so they were just able to pass it around and keep possession of the ball for a bit, and it's just very easy for Arsenal after Nacho had been sent off. Hilo Solo says Vinicius Jr. is only 19, so he can adapt like Bale did. Yeah, definitely, exactly. Bale went from, I believe, left back to left wing. It's an easier adaptation, but definitely players can definitely adapt, just like Bale. Yeah. Let's see. 15th minute. Obviously, you had Jovic going out and then Varane coming on. which was obviously kind of sad. I would have liked to see Jovic a little bit more. Like I said, I don't even think he got a touch to the ball, so it was a little bit weird. And sorry I'm reading from my notes here, but I wrote them out today. So yeah, Real Madrid after that, they played in a 4-4-1. And then, 23rd minute, Ramos gets caught. I think it was a bump. That Ramos versus Aubameyang thing was really, it looked so shaky, it looked so precarious that, for me, I was worried every time that Ramos, every time there was a foot race with Aubameyang and Ramos, I was always worried all the time. Always worried that, that a goal might be scored from there. Obviously, we were kind of lucky in that aspect, but, Ramos, he wasn't as quick as Aubameyang, and they were able to kind of put in some overhead balls to Aubameyang, so yeah, it was always very scary, that one. Let's see here. Yeah, Mendy, I think I talked about him. He looked very, very good. Then at the 35th minute, you started hearing a cacophony of boos around the stadium. It was very slow in the first half. You kind of saw that. It just looked kind of boring. Everything looked very stagnant, but eventually it kind of picked up, especially after the 39th minute where Socrates got the red card. Yeah. And then Jailo Sola says Marcelo changed the game. He did. He definitely did. Marcelo, I have to give him credit. He was very, very good in this game. I always get worried about him defensively, but look, Marcelo, I have to give him credit. We have won 3 Champions Leagues with Marcelo on the team, so he must be doing something right. And he does provide so much offensively that sometimes defensively it can be overlooked to some extent. But then you have Ramos getting slower, so I don't know on the left-hand side in terms of the defense how that's going to work out, just because Ramos is getting slower. He's not going to be able to defend Marcelo like he used to, so it's going to be kind of tough. But I'm not too worried about this game. I know that the game ended 2-2, obviously, and then Real Madrid winning on penalties, and then we looked a bit shaky in the first half, but I'm not too worried. This game is a little bit more about, getting our rhythm back, and then the team kind of building the team's cohesiveness. And that's going to take some time, and eventually we will build that. Hopefully we can build that, especially for the first game of La Liga, because that's really the most important part. And we've seen this in preseason before, where we played Manchester United and we lost to them on penalties, I believe it was, or we might have lost to them in we might have just lost to them. So I'm not too worried that we didn't do so well in the preseason. And then Jailo Sosa says Marcelo was good defensively. Yeah, he was. Today he was, definitely. Mendy was better on defense, though. Yeah, Mendy was better on defense, and the reason I guess that is just because Mendy has that yard base that Marcelo lacks. Marcelo's not as fast as he used to be, so coming back is a little bit harder for Marcelo, and Mendy is definitely able to come back and help a lot more defensively. That's the only thing. I know Marcelo is just one of the best left backs of all time, I guess you could say. Yeah, defensively he has been shaky, but goodness me, he was such a player, and he still is. Real Madrid fan, what do you think will happen to Bale after this game? It's tough. The Bale thing, it is kind of weird, but what I want to say about Bale is that I don't know if he came on just for Real Madrid to kind of market him a little bit more, meaning that maybe more clubs will be willing to get him or to acquire his services. Maybe that's why they played him. I can't imagine that he'll stay after what Zinedine said yesterday, but you never know. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. But like I've said, maybe there are ulterior motives to Gareth Bale's... whoops. Oh, shoot. Oh, man, am I offline? Oh, this sucks. Well, let me try this again. Am I offline, guys? Please do let me know. Oh, there you go. Okay, perfect. All right, thank you so much, Real Madrid fan. I appreciate that. Okay, Marcelo is good defensively. What do you think will happen to Bale after this game? Yeah, so what I was saying about Bale, yeah, maybe it's just about, bringing up his valuation. So I don't know what's really going to happen. We'll have to see on that one. I think that's everyone's question at the moment. And then thank you so much. Yeah, I thought I was offline for a second. It was kind of weird. Doing player ratings. Yeah, I think I might do them. I'm going to have to... I kind of want to assess it a little bit more. Let me know if you guys want me to do player ratings. Maybe I should ask that, because, that would be... I don't even know if I should do them or not. It's kind of impulsive, when I do them just right after the game. So yeah, then you had Benzema hitting the post at the 44th minute. I thought Benzema did all right, actually. He had a few chances, but let's see. Doing player ratings. Okay, so let's talk about the second half, where this was Real Madrid's half, really. Yes, please do it after every game. All right, I will. I will do it. I'll do it. Let me just get through a little bit more, and then I'll start doing them. So yeah, 51st the 51st minute, Asensio hit the post, and that was almost a golazo, man. That would have been such a nice goal. Asensio, he's been criticized so much, in this past, I would say, in the past year. He was criticized very, very harshly. But we all know there's a player in there, and if we can get it out of there, that would be fantastic, to have on that right-hand side. Because we all know there's a top player in Marco Asensio. Let's see if there's any more comments. Yeah, do them. Okay. Yeah, I'll do them then. Let me just get through a couple more things. Let's see. And then, 58th minute, then you had Asensio goal. I think that was the first goal. Was it the first goal or the second goal? No, it was the second goal. The 55th minute, then you had a goal from Bale, which was fantastic for him. I thought Bale, like everyone kind of noticed, he was absolutely fantastic today. And I think we all know that. I think the only thing is that we know that he's injury prone. And that's the thing with Gareth Bale. He's a little bit unreliable. And that's just about it. And then, obviously, 63rd minute, Asensio was stretchered off. And then Vinicius came on for Asensio. And, it seems like Vinicius wasn't, he wasn't the best, but he was playing on the right wing, which is not his normal position. Courtois, I thought, did pretty good throughout the game, too. Nothing, I would say, there was a few times where he had to make some interventions, but nothing too dramatic, I would say. Then, at the 75th minute, I don't know if you guys saw it, probably you guys saw it, Bale had a goal line clearance, which was amazing. I mean, Gareth Bale on both penalty boxes was helping us so much, and Gareth Bale was really probably the man of the match. I mean, he was just that good, and we all know his influence on the game. And at the 78th minute, he almost did a Trivela goal, which was amazing. This guy's got immense quality. It's just that we know he's injury prone. And then you had the penalties. And then, of course, Gareth Bale missed the penalty. And if Gareth Bale had gotten the penalty, I think it would have been a perfect night, but he missed the penalty. Then Xhaka missed. Then, let's see, Barton missed, and then someone else missed. Someone else Monreal hit the post, and then we won the game. So that's all I have for the game. Now let's do the player ratings for today. Courtois, let's give Courtois a good, solid... Gosh, I think Courtois did pretty good, I have to say. I think there was a couple times where he could have come out the box a little bit, but he didn't come out the box. So I'm going to give Courtois... this is hard. Bear with me here, This is my first time doing this. So I'm going to give Courtois 7. I'm going to give Courtois 7 here. Let me just get the whiteboard out. Let's see if I can get this ready. 7. Boom. There you go. 7. I don't know if you guys see that, but... Yep, perfect. Okay. That looks good. So you got Courtois getting a 7, and then let's see, Mendy. Mendy was good today. Mendy especially provided defensively. Maybe just a couple times where he lost the ball. Let's give Mendy a maybe a 7 as well, right? Why not? We're going with 7. It's the 7 day today. And then Sergio Ramos. How much do we give Sergio Ramos? It was always scary, especially versus Aubameyang. Ugh. Ramos versus Aubameyang was always scary. What should I give Ramos? Maybe a 6? I'm going to give Ramos a 6. Thought he could have done a little bit better in there. But look, Ramos is losing speed, at the end of the day. 6. And maybe I'm being a little harsh, but that's how it is. Nacho? Nacho wasn't great, right? Let's give him a 2. I'm feeling maybe a little bit generous. 2. That's being generous. Let's see. We can see it. Thank you. Thank you, Real Madrid fan. Zayed says, maybe make the color black. I agree with Zayed. Thanks. Yeah, let me check if I can do that right now. Give me 1 second here while I do that. Layout. Let's see. Color. There you go. Oof. Oh, whiteboard. There you go. Perfect. I'm going to try to make it black here. Let's see. All right. There you go. Then Tony Cruz. Oh, wait, was Tony Cruz playing? Was he playing? Was Tony Cruz playing? I didn't even see him. I think he was playing. Let's give Tony Cruz... Gosh, he probably didn't do much wrong. Say 7, right? Is that better? Hopefully that's better. Okay, cool. Thank you, Real Madrid fan. Modric. Let's see. Modric. What should I give Modric here? Modric was actually really good. I'm going to say an 8. My first 8 of the day. Modric was really good today. Eden Hazard. We didn't see him that much today. We didn't see him as much, but he was good actually. He did create a few things, and very promising signs from Eden Hazard. And I think he's really one of those players that he really stands out. He really stands out. I'm going to say Eden Hazard and 8. It was very good today. Lucas Vasquez, not that great for me. Lucas Vasquez, did you see that match? Kinda, you know. I saw most of it, but it wasn't like the last 45. I didn't see as much of it. I was trying to really concentrate on this. Lucas Vasquez, he wasn't that great. I'm gonna give him a 5. I'm sorry, Lucas Vasquez, but he wasn't that great. Luka Jovic, let's see here. Yeah, I'm sorry, Luka. It's not great, but you know what? Luka Jovic, he's going to be exempt. We're going to exempt him just because he didn't play that much. And Benzema, Benzema wasn't that great. Yeah, Benzema, that's what I was thinking. A 5, and I'm being generous for Benzema. 5. So those are my player ratings. I think that's all I have. Of course, there's the substitutes. Let me think. Odriozola was really good. I'd have to give him an 8. Thought he was really good. Let's see. And then the youngsters, the youngsters, I don't really know them, you guys. It's kind of weird, but, don't have a lot. Real Madrid fan says Benzema -10. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. I like Benzema. So I have to say, I think he's a good player, but yeah, his finishing's a little bit questionable, I'll be honest. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. That I'm going to end it pretty much there. But there you have the player ratings. Maybe, did I put Carvajal's in? I didn't even put Carvajal's in, you guys. I'm going to put Carvajal's in. Carvajal wasn't that great today. I'm going to give him a 6. 6 Carvajal. I'm being a little bit generous. I thought he wasn't that great. He's usually a little bit better. So there you have it. That's the player ratings, guys. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for coming on. A little bit unexpected just because I just barely said that it was going to be, these kind of live streams were going to take place after the match. But that's pretty much what's going to happen in the future. I'm going to be going live after the match, hopefully most of the time. Sometimes I won't be able to because of work. And then obviously live streams at 7:30 on the weekdays and then 2 p.m. on the weekends. So there you have it. Real Madrid fan says, thank you. That was fun. Yeah, definitely. I'm so happy. Like I said, I'm so excited to make more of these in the future. I really like making these live streams. And, thank you all for tuning in. I think that's all I have for you guys today. So, of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good day. Thank you.